I wanted to make a video because I was discussing with my fiance the Pisces zodiac and March break. So we were talking about March break, and I'm not sure 100% if it really was created in Canada. I don't know about that. But I was looking up who created March break, right? I just wanted to know. And then I was thinking about the whole idea of how most of the time for the original Pisces, it's March 12th to April 18th. However, when they redid it, Pisces is the 12th sign, and they've got it from February 19th to March 20th. So it's almost like it was pushed back, like they were shifted, because originally I believe I personally believe, in my opinion, there was 13 zodiacs. There may even be more, but I'm not fully sure just yet. I go with the 13 zodiacs when I do my readings. So the sign itself is two fish, okay? And in my opinion, that's like a duality. It almost reminds me of like a yin and a yang. And as far as I know, um, they're not swimming together. They're not kissing. They're kind of usually going in opposite directions. And the duality of that would be masculine and feminine, light and dark. And when it comes to your own brain, in my opinion, that'd be the left and right side. And it's like two sides of them. Not quite like a Gemini, but I have a feeling that Gemini, Cancer, Pisces have a huge thing to do with a lot that goes on emotionally, and they are themselves emotional signs. Doesn't mean that the person that embodies that is going to be that way. They can have full control over themselves. But what I'm getting at is that the whole idea of March being put on that sign specifically, it really makes me wonder, because they call it March break here in Canada. I know other places call it spring break, but if you were to like break the two apart, you're having the two separated, right? So you have one side and the other side separated. And to me, that's kind of, personally, I think that I'm trying to get my thoughts together here. So if you were to separate the two, then the person themselves, especially when it comes to the brain or whatever, or personality wise, or yin and yang, they wouldn't be whole. If you're putting like a break or like a stop in the middle of it, even at the bottom here, go all the way down, where was it? And they associate it with a lot of partying and taking it easy and stuff like that. Where did I want to go to? The bottom here with Canada. Primary and secondary school called the March break, and higher education is usually reading week or reading break. So you can also associate the word reading with like energies or something like that as well. And words are very powerful. We give meaning to words. So when it comes to March break, honestly, that could be thought of as two ways too. It doesn't necessarily just mean like they're taking a break, but the fact that you've split the two, you've put that associated with March, which is Pisces for the most part, and you've split the two, is really interesting. And that has a lot to do with Neptune as well, and I believe Tuesday, and you go up here to the Pisces. So the colors, sea green, gemstones, moonstone, which is also Cancerian as well. Cancerian's like a 69 symbol, which is very similar to the two fish, in my opinion. And when you have a full moon, after the full moon, just slightly after, if you're lucky, you catch the ring around it. You can see the ring around it. But the minute it slowly changes from full moon and shifts over, you'll see like a wisp either way, in either direction. Almost like, the galaxy, or the, what is it, 3.14, or the golden ratio, the circle. You got spirituality and death and rebirth and all of that in different directions, right? So a lot to do with emotions, and the polarity, it says, for Pisces is negative, but it also says quality mutable. So if you were to look up what mutable means, there's many different like definitions to it. So as again, like I said, words are very powerful. What we have associated with specific signs and what we place on them is an energy. I'm not going to go so far as to say spell work, but very, very similar. And it's supposed to be the ruling house of the 12th. Okay. But since it's all made up to be 12 zodiacs, and it doesn't encompass or incorporate the 13th zodiacs, there it's almost like there's like a little piece of the puzzle missing here. And it was just so weird because I was just, having conversation and that popped into my head. I'm like, March break. I was like, isn't Pisces March? And then I was thinking about it and I was like, it is like a yin and yang, like a duality, and it is very similar to Cancerian and being like ruled by the waters, which is emotion, same as Cancerian, and how the moon has a big part to play in it. And in my opinion, the moon stands for the brain. Okay. But what else? It's very creative, imagination. They may need to spend time recalibrating those two halves of themselves. Okay. So even there, it's specifying two sides. Sort of like Gemini as well, because it's like the twins. If you think about it, when twins are born, they're very connected for the most part. There's a lot of studies that's been done on it, even going so back as far as, what they did during the World War, the heinous things they did to people, just testing on twins alone, and the different things they did in the government on testing twins, and how there is a huge connection between the two. And in my opinion, it's like a duality as well. Each of them are going to have traits. And I really think I'm trying my best to, if you understand what I'm saying, if you follow. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you're not interested, it's okay. Check out another video. But sometimes I get certain things and I feel the urge to make a video to kind of get the message itself. So if you're getting this message, you understand what I'm saying. Pisces are also very empathic as well. They take in a lot of energy. And let's say they're not taught young how to differentiate their energy from another. What they're going to do is embody, same as the other zodiac signs that are very, very, I think all of them are, have the capability of being in tune and pick up on energies. We all do. And understanding those energies and being able to separate and protect ourselves from other energies that we're not supposed to be carrying is very crucial. And that should, in my opinion, be taught young. But yeah, I thought that was interesting for just labeling it as March break. If you were to break somebody or consciousness or like somebody's spirit, or to break anything is not typically a positive word. The energy that it's associated with isn't typically positive, but we have kind of flipped it around a little bit and give it a more positive meaning. But like I said, words are very powerful. So I don't know if this makes sense to you, but if it does, like, share, subscribe, or even just, take a look at my other videos. Okay.